What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Flotsam. My name is Splattercat, and today we're going to be attempting to survive a little bit longer. But the road is hard. This is not an easy game. It's a game you're going to struggle with. I can virtually assure you of that. So in the previous episode, we had actually gotten a pretty big boon, which is the solar still over here. And in fact, I'm in the market to make like 2 or 3 more of these, if I can. That way we just have like a non-stop source of water just coming in that we can easily get access to without actually having to find maps where everything is okay. Our next map does have a water still, so that's one thing that we have going for us. So we'll get plus 20 water roundabout from there. So it may be worth it for right now to jump to the next map and just take care of that right this second rather than sitting around doing what we're doing here. We could grab more stuff here, but I'm pretty sure if we just head up to right here, we'll be in good shape. So let's do it, shall we? I got scared for a minute that he was going right there and that I just made a horrible mistake because he kind of cut hard to the right, man. It worried me. We're going to set that up for salvage. That way we grab the water nice and early. We've got seaweed over there, and we've got metal over here. The good news is none of this stuff is stuff that I need to harvest right this second. So let's take a look around for fish beds and figure out what we can do here. I do wish that when you clicked this right here, it would light up the areas that had fish. That's one thing that I wish very, very much, is that they would get like a little outline around all of the fish posses that are down here. It looks like we only have... Looks to me as though we only have one grouping of fish over here. Luckily, we've got a decent amount of food stocked up. So I think we should be okay with just the 25 right here. We're really... Oh, never mind. We got 2 fish. We got 2 fish beds. We'll be good. One thing at a time, then. One thing at a time. If you guys want, and you have nothing else going on... Well, they're still making water over here, so I guess it'll be okay. How much firewood do I have? I have 22 firewood. Go ahead and suspend that job for me, would you? I want you guys to grab all this plastic while we're just sitting here waiting for other stuff to happen. Let's speed up the game ever so slightly while we wait. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and cut off the water order. We don't need it right now. We've got plenty of water. Plenty of that good clear stuff. You go get some fish, because food is actually going to be the issue on this map. We're bringing back water right now, which is great. They're moving pretty quickly. The other thing, if you guys don't have any jobs, swim on over there and grab me some of that plastic, would you? We're really low on plastic, and we're lucky in this situation that this stuff is all harvestable by hand right now, and that we've got a little bit of like a gap that we can do this on. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I wonder what I'm gonna do, because there ain't no cure for the Plastic Town blues. Yeah, grab the plastic over there. Good job. Grab the plastic, please. Make the plastic. I think I might be able to grab that. Oh, we got 3 fish beds. We should be able to hang out here for a little while. I think this is a really good chance for us to expand our operation and get, like, a lot of stockpiled supplies. Give me another solar still, please. Oh, we need 18 wood. Okay, what I want to do now, then, is I want some storage yards. Give me a storage yard right there. And get me a storage yard right there. We got to use up some of these supplies. We got some more fish coming aboard. Very, very nice. A little bit more water coming out, too. Cool. So the water tower is done. That leaves us at a smooth 29 water for right now, which actually is like a lot of water. Come on, get that done. We got things to accomplish out here. We have jobs that need to be taken care of. Please. I think this is a really good opportunity for us right now. I think we're about to kill it. We can make just some small houses, or we can make some houses proper if we wanted to, so that people have places to sleep. They'll restore their stamina much more rapidly if we do it that way. Since we have 28 water, now would be a great time for us to send out the salvage boat to grab some wood as well. Just grab everything you can from over there while we clear out all this plastic. We don't have a lot of storage space left, but it's going to have to do. We got 20 down there. It'll be okay. We'll be all right. We just need to get some fish up and running, I think. Give me another couple ropes, please. And if we could get 1 or 2 more ropes, Splatty would be a happy guy. I don't know if I want to put down my first bed right now. It's kind of resource intensive. Makes me nervous, especially when they can just like sleep on the deck. But we are expanding pretty well right now. We've already lost 2 water. That's okay. I can live with that. You guys throw some fishies over there. I would very much... I wish that they would just take the fish straight from the boat to the dryer, but for whatever reason they don't. Like, I do think that some of the job assignments need some optimization because they'll take 2 and 3 trips to do something that they should have been able to knock out, like, in 1 trip if they were acting in accordance with, like, efficiency, basically. Yeah, you guys hang up all the wood that you want to hang up. How are we doing over here? We got 100 right there. We got 18 right there. And we got a little bit right there. Okay. I personally think I just want another solar still, in all honesty. Like, I need as many of these solar stills as I can get my hands on. Like, we've been doing okay just subsisting with the food that we can pull from each map, but water is something that we've never quite been able to get the handle of. Like, we've just never been able to grab onto it. And so, like, I know this is a pretty big expenditure, but I'm of the opinion that having 2 of these is going to really, really help out. My guess is that equilibrium is going to be at about 3 of these. That's when we're going to be producing enough water just from the stills for our people to survive. But, did you guys finish off that fish hive down there? Sometimes I forget that they're working on fish. That one's kind of far away. Go get that one right there. That one's closer. I'm also going to put one up right there, because I think they went through the other one. That's what it looks like to me anyways. Yep, get that thing done, my little guys. Get it done. Throw it together. I am really enjoying this game. Like, it's one of the few management games I've played in a long time that actually does a really good job of, like, keeping you pressed for resources and, like, stressed the entire time, while at the same time, it is manageable and possible to get on top of it without, like, falling apart. And so, like, I like that about this game. I really do. Can I put in a scaffold, like, right over here somewhere? I guess not, but we can do one right there. I think my goal was to go that way next. Like, I feel like we're in a good position right now to just, like, expand and farm a little bit. We'll see if these stills help out. Like, they do take a considerable amount of time to get done, but we can always produce more water if we need to. Like, I'm going to wait till the construction's done because people tend to get bogged down with all the water orders or whatever. We've got 19 over there, so we've got enough water right now for 6, 9, so like 11 water. All right, produce water. Produce water. That scaffold's almost done, so we'll try to get back on top of water, and that should leave us with a couple people left to kind of like hang up and dry fish and make things happen. I think food is going to be the other thing that we need to work on pretty soon. Wood is looking good. Storage is looking okay. I'm going to let him bring in one more load of wood from the salvage boat, I think. Although we might be a little over-tapped on our job queue right now. Like a little tiny bit over-tapped. I don't see anybody taking the salvage boat out. It might be okay. I don't know. I just want to get like a good grip of water stored up so that when we set out from here, whatever happens on the next map, it's not going to be catastrophic. I'm going to leave this open for a little bit. We're going to expand in this direction. That way I don't have to break down and redo the fishy boat. We've gotten used to the fishy smell over here. And you know what? It's become somewhat of like a civic pride thing. We're just going to leave it where it's at. Very nice. The more fish that you can hang up, the better, my dudes. Water stockpile's looking okay. Sitting on 22s right now. All right. Got water coming in from here and water coming in from here. Yeah, I think that's going to have a real nice offset. The only downside is that the entire time that this is not being unloaded, it's very, very inefficient. And so we idealistically, like realistically, we want this running like all the time, instantly being cleared out whenever it needs to be cleared. Otherwise, the struggle is upon us. Oh, they haven't even unloaded the salvage boat yet. Okay. Makes sense. Well, as long as the fishing boat stays out, I'm okay. Like, we're starting to make some headway on our water, on our food supply right now, a little bit. But I do think that maybe upgrading and getting the grill would be a good idea, too. The fishing hut is not a bad idea. It takes a lot of ropes and it takes a lot of nets. I think we need the plastic recycler in order to get to it. So it might not be the best thing to do right now. I need that menu closed, please. We've got a fish kebab over here. That will give us cooked fish, which does have a nutritional value. The downshot that I see there is that, like, I don't want to set this up until we're no longer beholden to firewood in order to make water. So, like, once I have 6 or 7 stills set up, like, I feel like we can move up to the fish kebabs, which give us 1 nutrition and fill up the bar completely. But for right now, it seems like a bad idea. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, the fishing hut would make it so that we take a lot less damage and we're a lot less nervous when we go to new maps if there's no fish there. It would fix that problem. But hell if I know. Now, how are we looking on fish over here? We got 1 fish left. Okay. So we've probably got about 3 to 4 minutes left on this map before we're going to bail out. I'm not going to store the seaweed because we don't have anything that uses it. So, like, I mean, technically, I could make the fishing hut. We get some ropes and nets together, but that would necessitate that I make the plastic recycler. So let's do the plastic recycler. Just so it's out of the way and, like, it's already queued up. I think both these bathtubs are full. Somebody should probably go grab one of these. I would be appreciative. We are going to remove the marker from right there. And I would actually greatly like to send this dude out to right here just to grab a little bit more plastic. So in that area we have 25 plastic. That sounds about right. And then if I can get another solar still done like over here, I think we're going to be magic. Like, we're going to be... The lining will be silver. That is for surely. He's finally going out all the way to this fishing spot right here. Which, to be fair, is probably too far away to be efficient. And that wasn't me trying to be punny, by the way. That was not a bad attempt at a pun. But, good old efficiency. If we can bring back this plastic, though, I think we'll be done on this map and we can go elsewhere. Like, I would like to stockpile... You know, I would like to stockpile a little bit more, but... we'll get somebody started over here. Making another batch of firewood. So that when it comes time to start producing water again, we can get that finished off. Now is not the time to do that, but are we all done over there? We looking good? Fishing boat's going back out? Well, if the fishing boat's going back out, go grab some more plastic. Yeah, like, I mean, if he's going to go back out on one more run, we might as well go back out on one more run, too. Yep. Fill those things on up. And then after the fisherman gets back from his next run, that's when we'll start playing around with other ideas. Did he come back with the plastic? He did come back with the plastic. Fantastic. Fantastic plastic. Things are getting drastic. Like, I'm finding that, like, our major bottleneck is almost entirely water. Like, we can sustainably grab food pretty frequently, but water is, like, the big thing. Now, the one worry that I do have with expanding our water supplies out here is that this is going to create a bottleneck just in terms of transit time. Now, the problem we may run into with this many stills is that every still requires a person to unload it, but surely that can't be less time efficient than brewing water, which takes, like, forever. So, I'm skeptical. I'm very skeptical. What do we have next on our map? What's it looking like out here? So we can travel east. That's going to take us to a viaduct, and there's also an abandoned town here, which we'll probably be able to snipe some food from. We're out of fuel, so we're pretty much beholden to the wind right now, as far as the game is concerned. Oh, really? That's the end right there. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we do have a town right here. I would recommend scavenging it. I think it's a really good idea to scavenge the town. We'll probably be able to bring out a little bit of food. That'll bolster this supply right here. You know what I do? Every time I get to a new map, we got to look for fish and figure out where they're at so that we can get our food sustainably running. There's a fish spot right there, but it's kind of far. I'd prefer to have one that's a little closer. We actually do not have that much fish available here. We got one right there. Oh, never mind. We got one right there, too. We got 3 fish spots. Nice. So pretty much the same as the last map. We've got 75 food here. I want to see what happens to our water now that we have a 3rd solar still being built. That's my curiosity, is I really want to see. Oh, there's only 5 fish there? What is that, like a little fish spot? Are these all little fish spots? That's got 25. I didn't realize they could have a variable count on the amount of fish that you could have in each spot. I just learned a new thing today. Alright, well, get that solar still up and running. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Get that solar still a-running. Oh, there's also a fishing spot right there. Okay, alright, cue that one up too. The more fish we have, the better. I may actually set up multiple fishing spots, or multiple fishing thingies. We'll watch this for a little bit, and we'll see how well this does with our water supply before too long. It's definitely making a difference, having all these solar stills, because we're not dropping off nearly as quickly right now. Do we have anything good over here? We got 10 wood. Okay. Let's maybe consider the possibility of doing some sleeping spots. So these right here take metal, and they are a little bit larger. They are slightly more sizable. I think what I'd rather do is take that out to there. So these are all just solar stilling out here. Solar stilling like a villain. We've pulled out 3 research so far, and we've also pulled out a little grip of wood. That'll be okay. Do we have any... We don't have any plastic scavenging spots anywhere near us, so unfortunately I'm not going to have easy access to supplies for right now. But we're even on food. We're like, it feels like we're mostly even on water. So like, I think we're going to be okay. Like, I'm not seeing too many problems with the way things are running right now. Like, I think 3 stills might have got us there. And if it didn't get us there when it comes to being, like, evened out on water, I think it got us close. Like, we came here on 25, and we're sitting at 21 right now, and we've actually done a couple of scavenging trips, and so I sort of feel like it's doing a good job. How much firewood do I have left? Probably, like, none, right? None firewood? Is that a... I can actually click on this right here. There we go. I'll probably try to keep that open from now on. I think that's a pretty good menu that I haven't really been fully utilizing this entire time. Go ahead and, yeah, make some firewood, because we got too much wood laying around anyways. So, like, who cares? We'll take these off, and we'll prep for the inevitable shortage that I think we're going to have. Like, we're close. Like, the stills are working overtime right now. I think the big issue is that we didn't unload the stills in a timely manner the last time around the horn. Oh, we got 10 firewood from there, too. Nice. And we got 6 more research points. That's acceptable. I'll unlock the... We'll get the fishing hut next. That way we can, like, supply our own food. I don't really know how many of these it's going to take. I think there's a pretty good possibility that it's going to take at least, like, 2 more. And, like, I was really hoping that with 3 of them I could stay on top of water, but I think really this game just doesn't want you to be stationary. Like, I think this game never wants you to feel comfortable. Like, I think it wants you, like, constantly moving on to green pastures and, like, looking for other stuff, basically. Good. Our next batch of fish, all nice and hung up. We've got 10 over there. We've got 10 right there. Let's go ahead and queue up some water. Just to make an extra little dent in what we've got going on. Extra 6 water to help things out. I'm hoping he gets done with the scavenging trip pretty soon. Yeah, there we go. We got 8 research points, and he's bringing back 8 more food. Nice. Does it say, like, how close to done this place is? I do wish that it had a little meter or something somewhere, like maybe behind the scavenging background it could turn blue as it gets more and more scavenged before you run out of stuff, so that you can kind of, like, I suppose, time your plans here. We got 3 water right there. Very nice. We should have 3 water right there, so that's all being taken back. Good. It's all being taken aback. And we've got a full unload right there, so good stuff. Keep chewing your way through wood like a hungry, hungry beaver. Because we've got a massive wood surplus right now, so there's no reason to rest on our laurels and kind of like worry about what we've got going on. I think we're in a spot right now where we've actually got a pretty sizable surplus going on. I guess he's going out to the furthest ones. That's okay. The furthest ones first while we've got a lot of supplies probably is the smart idea. He finished that place off. What did he bring back? Even more food is what he brought back. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Well, when you're done right there, begin scavenging plastic over on this side. The more plastic you can bring back, the more I can expand and the more comfortable this place gets. Over here, this is going to be our real little residential zone. There we go. Put in a couple of little sea houses over on this side. And actually, this map should afford us the opportunity to do some pretty massive expansion. Like, we can get ourselves some domiciles in here. We can start charging rent. We can become a landlord, which is basically a laborless endeavor that just, like, prints its own money, which is pretty sweet. I mean, I'd probably go with like a real estate, like, management firm just to make sure so that, like, repairs and everything else are not your responsibility. You know, they could just take their 10 or 15% or whatever it is that they take off the rent every month. But either way, I think for the peace of mind, 10 to 15%, sounds completely and totally acceptable to me. Ah, so 2 people can sleep inside of those. Very nice. Yeah, they definitely rest faster inside of the houses. They rest, like, way faster inside of the houses. Like, probably 2 to 3 times faster from what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's, like, speedy compared to them sleeping on the deck. So that gets all 4 of our guys taken care of as far as... That's all 4 of them taken care of as far as sleep is concerned. We don't need any more houses on that side. An equitable location. I mean, I'm going to have to move this dock over to here. So we'll probably put the barbecue grill right here once we get the barbecue grill. That way it's close to all the stockpiles. But... I think we're in a great position right now. I thought I was going to have to... I thought for sure I was going to have to produce way more of this stuff just to get us up and moving, but things are looking good right now. Water still remains a problem, but I think we've got a handle on it. Like, we're not so... Like, the entire game up until now, we've been behind the 8 ball on water. Now, we can basically boost ourselves back into the 20s whenever we want to with, like, a strong application of firewood. And so I think we're in a really great spot right now to start, like, managing our resources and start bringing in things that are just a little bit more valuable. I would like to get 2 more survivors now that we've got a handle on things. And then we could make another dock that's another scavenger. And then just another guy to run around and be a hauler and be a worker. I think that all sounds pretty good. Wow, we have so much food. We've never really had this problem before. Fantastic. Fantastic. So we got 20 firewood over there. 2 fire. I'm just going to use this guy. 22 firewood. And I assume that these are both restocked. They're not. So we actually have 17 firewood in reserve. Alright. No, we'll get on top of it when we get on top of it. We'll probably be moving to the next zone pretty soon. It looks to me as though we've got enough plastic to kind of get by for the foreseeable future. Let's send him out to grab a little bit of wood. Yeah, so wood gather from that spot and wood gather from that spot. Once I feel like we've got like 30 wood on board, that's when we'll kind of settle on down and stop working so hard. Give me 3 water right there. Give me 2 Z's water right there. And yup. Life is looking very, very good right now. I'll have somebody come reload this thing in just a minute. And then we've got another load coming from right there. So we've got 9 water on deck right now. Like, dude, shining. Shining bright like a diamond right now. We can mess around with the viaduct to get some more metal. I think wood is more important for the time being, but if I have time on this map, I may give that a go. Is anybody gonna restock this distiller over here? So I absolutely need somebody to restock the distiller over here. So if you can do that for me, it'd be great. Throw another water on there. Throw another 2 waters on there. Yeah, after I've been sitting here for a couple of minutes just kind of watching the game transpire, and we're good, man. The lining is super silver right now. We're looking really, really good. I don't think we have too many problems to worry about. I think we can kind of scavenge freely, and we are on top of the issue right now. I don't know how much wood he's bringing back. It looks like all of my racks are being used. I don't see a lot of extra wood around. Do we have any wet wood around? No, we don't. I mean, I guess I could have gotten that just by looking at the top of the screen. I would like to throw together another still, I think. I wish I could fit one right here, but I bet you I won't be able to. Yeah. How are we looking on fishies right now? I'd rather not tax our food supply too heavily. Okay, so it's probably about time to move on after this. I would say to scavenge that right there, and we'll go ahead and we'll do like 1 load of metal. We'll remove that marker for gathering wood. With the extra supplies we got, we should probably do some kind of crafting over here. I would say getting the... Oh, we can't do the plastic recycler until we have screws. Gotcha. Well, we'll get some screws a little bit later, all right? There's going to be a whole lot of screwing going on here at the Nerdcast, but we're out of time for right now. My name is Splattercat. This is Flotsam. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the episodes. I was really surprised that the first episode did like 100,000 views. Was not something that I fully expected, like, at all. I had no idea that that was a thing that was going to occur. So I do appreciate all of you, you know, making this series so successful for the channel. Truth be told, it's always nice to see people liking what you're doing. I'll see y'all later. There's a link to the game down below if you wanted to buy it. Hi, do. Don't forget to leave a like if you still want more episodes. Take care, everybody. We'll see the next map next time around and see if the game ends or what happens.